Hello to everybody, FutureTrend channel is again with you. We are glad to welcome all of our subscribers. For the date of 30 of July 2018, we start our analysis of major currencies. Let's say the truth, the coming week, the beginning week, we could call as a week of central bank decisions. Among them, three probably most important central banks in the world: Bank of Japan, Federal Reserve System, and Bank of England. We don't like to concentrate your attention on all of central banks' decisions of this week. Let's try to analyze the situation step by step, and today we'd like to concentrate your attention on Bank of Japan rate decision that's scheduled for tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning more powerful will be a press conference conducted by Bank of Japan President Mr. Kuroda. But in case of real changes in its approach to monetary policy, of course the Japanese yen could be really very vulnerable to any of such kind of decisions. But for sure, knowing how unpredictable could be Bank of Japan, it's really very tough to answer this question: what kind of changes could be implemented by Bank of Japan tomorrow? So from that point of view, probably it's more useful, it's more efficient to discuss the situation after the final decision. And we incline to a situation where the Bank of Japan could really change the market sentiment. And we suggest that from that point of view, the Japanese yen is really very vulnerable to appreciate, not only against the United States currency, but also against some other some other currencies of the developed countries. Among them, for example, is Euro yen and Sterling yen. And as regarding the situation, let's discuss now the dollar yen and some of its crosses. The situation is really very interesting because we could see how immune Japanese yen to recent economic calendar. For example, better than expected United States advanced gross domestic product that was published on Friday could not really move the Japanese yen, because the market now really concentrated its attention around the Bank of Japan's decision scheduled for tomorrow. From this point of view, probably the Japanese yen will stay in the range roughly between 111.50 and let's say 110.50. From that point of view, this big figure range is really very reliable for the Japanese yen trading in the coming hours. But of course, the situation could dramatically change tomorrow morning. Anyway, once again, we will wait for tomorrow's real kind of changes, for tomorrow's final results before change our strategy, before enter any new positions among the Japanese yen crosses. As regarding the Euro yen broke last week below its ascending trend line located at 129.65, and from that point of view, from the point of view of technical interpretation, should remain under selling pressure. But of course, a lot will depend from fundamental factors, and fundamental factor at the moment is tomorrow's Bank of Japan rate decision. Regarding some other currencies, today we will discuss mostly major currencies and Japanese yen crosses. As regarding some other currencies, probably more interesting is to analyze sterling, which is from one point of view should remain under the downside pressure because of political situation regarding Brexit negotiations in the UK. We know how difficult is situation for Theresa May's future, the future of her approach to Brexit negotiations. And from that point of view, cable should remain not only cable, but also some other pound crosses should remain vulnerable to another squeeze lower. Anyway, as we already mentioned, this week is the week of Bank of England's monetary policy decision, and as you know, majority of market participants expect the second increase in the benchmark UK interest rate, the second increase starting from 2008 when financial crisis entered the scene. From this point of view, of course, it's a kind of bullish signal for the cable, but of course we should wait a couple of days before Bank of England finally makes its decision, and after that we could change also our strategy regarding pound crosses. As regarding the situation, we remained at the moment at the sign line, but in case of dip below 138 we will use such an opportunity to enter a new long engagement in the currency, and we will be ready to add to this position on a possible undershooting of 130 level with a stop below the lows of 2018, that's located at the moment around 129.50-60. The dollar Swiss, also here it's really very interesting. Probably we have a kind of really risking kind of strategy regarding the pair. Anyway, we are short at 99.85 and we will add to existing position even on a possible break below 99. Let's see the chart of dollar Swiss. As you could see here at 99.05, 99.10, 99 lies short-term ascending trend line. In case of break below this trend line, the trend line that was drawn from the lows registered on 7th of June at 97.87, in case of break below that level, we expect a possible retest of aforementioned lows and even a possible test of moving average 200 daily line that today lies around 97.55. All in all, it's a kind of technical approach of trading the major currencies, but the real changes could make a fundamental background. Thank you very much, dear friends, for all of your attention of our channel. We will be with you once again tomorrow morning.